Oh, man. It's been a week, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Keyboard Warriors presented by RedWarriors.com. My name is Eddie Laws, Fred Kirby. We have not heard from Jesse yet, but we shall see if he's able to pull over somewhere nice. Either the beach or Starbucks, either way. Let's see if he pulls up, man. So we got through two events on Fight Island. We got one more to go before they return to Vegas, I believe. I forgot exactly when. I think August 1st or something. The first event, the Calvin Cater event, nothing too crazy that I remember happening in that one. But this last one, dude, Joe B getting dominated for the belt. That was rough to watch.
Yeah, that was brutal, man. That was brutal. But you know what, though? Real talk, man. I kind of seen that coming.
Really?
Like, they made a big deal about the headbutt in the first fight, but and don't get me wrong, Joe B did a lot better in the first fight. I still thought that how do you say the prick's last name?
Figueiredo, I think.
Jesus Christ.
It's Deiveson, whatever.
Deiveson. I thought that he was the better fighter in the first fight too. It was a lot closer, but I just felt like he was faster and the right guy won. You can say what you want about the headbutt, but look, this rematch solidified it. I mean, Joe got dominated, dog. This wasn't even close. Like fucking Deiveson Figueiredo came out and pretty much destroyed him in every facet of the game. Pains me to say that, but that's a fact, Jack.
Yeah, no, the thing with Deiveson is he came in and everyone thought it's like, okay, Joe B is getting into the title shot. They just want him to get it and get it done, whatever. And it's just like, dude's out of it. He's out of title shots, right? And I think he said so after the fight. He's like, there's no way I'm getting a title shot, so I only want to fight one more time and then call it a day. So he's basically somewhat sort of announced his retirement after his next fight. But this one was rough, man, for real to watch. I had a hard time watching to the end of it, man. Shit.
Yeah, but I feel bad for Joe, but there's fighters I've felt worse for as far as it goes. I mean, this is this is not a game for the weak of heart, man. This is the kind of the conversation we have with fighter pay and all these different sort of things, man. This is not, it's like being a rapper. Yeah. I don't advise, if you really want to be a fighter and you got a real fucking passion for this shit, then go for it. If you really feel in your heart of hearts that you got a potential to be the greatest, or you just fucking love this shit like fucking Nate Diaz or Mike Perry or some shit, then go for it. But if not, if you're not in this shit 100%, don't do it, man. This isn't really a fucking super glamorous life. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, you're probably not going to get rich, going to get fucked up. Like, don't go for this shit unless you really fucking want it, man, because there's a good chance that you don't end up like Conor McGregor.
Yeah, no, and it's one of those things where it's like, look, man, the most glamorous part of Joe B's life, to be completely honest with you, is being married to Megan O'Leary. That's kind of all he's got, right? And not all he's got, but that's the main thing, like as far as glamour goes. But that dude still had to put in mad camp and all that.
Well, and he was a very, very good fighter. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is with fighting, being very, very good isn't enough to make you, it's not the same as being very, very good in basketball.
Right.
I'm not the greatest NBA fan, but I can't think of the right Gary Payton or something. Might have not been quite a Michael Jordan, but he was good enough to be super fucking rich. Yeah, our Gary Paytons might not end up having. Mark Coleman is still up in Columbus, Ohio, somewhere, fucking teaching some poor sap how to fucking defend a double leg or whatever the fuck. Like, a lot of these guys and girls don't get that bread like that. And I suppose, again, we could get into the argument of the UFC giving out more money, whatever. The point is, as of right now, it'd be like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the most promising fucking career, man. You got to go into it knowing that.
And that's part of where it goes with Dana White saying it's not really a career. There's an example right there. There's an example. Anything could happen to the point where your career's just over. It's just it. That's it. Nothing. He had a long ass career though.
And to be fair, his career don't gotta be over.
No,
like let's keep it a buck. He could get at least 1 or 2 more fights in the UFC, probably win them. If not, at least get what's Joey getting a fight? At least probably 50 bands, right? 75 bands, something more like that. And I get it. Calm down, all you fucking sissies. I realize that's not a lot of money compared to what the UFC makes, but 100 bands a fight that shit out, go to Bellator, get probably more money than that a fight, probably dominate in Bellator, even at bantamweight if he had to. He could still fucking get some money in his career fighting if he wants to. You know what I'm saying? He's still a very, very good fighter. Listen, everybody ain't going to be a champion.
Right.
Everybody's not going to get to wear that strap. I feel real bad for Joey B, but he was one of those guys that was just that fucking close. You know who else was that fucking close that I really, and he might have been a champion in other organizations, but he never got it. Uncle Creepy.
Yeah.
That fucking close. You remember that first fight with Mighty Mouse, man? At the end of the fight, he was pounding Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse won that shit on points, man. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there and girls who have been very good who just wasn't good enough to be a fucking champion.
Yeah. Michelle Waters is one of those too. I mean, think of it. It might end up being one of those. I mean,
right.
Dominant atomweight and Invicta and just can't get to a title fucking fight at strawweight. So
Nate Diaz. Very well being one of those guys, man. Just a great fighter that just never gets that belt. Now, he ended up getting his money and his notoriety. Yeah. There's a lot of very talented fighters that are just never going to quite get that belt. Joey B's one of them.
Joey's one of them. Who else is one of them? Who just doesn't get there?
Oh, there's been tons of them. The most famous one, although the cute prick pulled it out at the end, one eye and all, is fucking Bisping. Yeah, Bisping. He was one of those guys that you thought was never going to hold a belt, and cute cocksucker finally fucking did it at the end with one eyeball, man. Bisping's a motherfucker for that, boy.
One eyeball on short notice and taking out the biggest douche in MMA.
Animal, dog.
All right, shout out. What's up, MMA God's hanging out in the chat. And then Otis says, who's your loser of the weekend? How's it not Luana? Don't know to let go of submission, even though it's not working. Carolina.
Yeah.
That's how you get knee bar, dude.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, within a couple weeks, Amanda Ribas and is it Adrienne Lipsky, I think? What's her name? Is it Adrienne? Ariane Lipsky. These two girls have become like the hottest ones in all of women's MMA within 2 weeks. Like everyone's talking Hebas and Lipsky. Just incredible.
Yep.
But yeah, dude, Carolina should know better. Otis says, who's your winner of the weekend and how in the world is it not Figueiredo for the dominant performance to win the UFC Flyweight Championship? Again, like not unexpected, but if you went off the first fight, the fuck? You know what I mean? I kind of expected Joby to pull it off. I really did. I thought he was gonna pull it off and then right off in the sunset, and he just couldn't do it. MMA God says, is that the most dominating title performance in modern MMA?
I don't know about that, but it's up
DJ
there.
Has some really good ones.
It's up there, man. I mean, I'd have to think back, but it's up there. That was very dominating for a fucking title fight, dude.
Yeah, that's jeez. I can't even think about it. Hey, what's up, Steve?
But I tweeted this on Fight Night. If y'all can see this, and I tweeted this as Figueiredo looking for Triple C after the fight. Let me tell you something, Jack. That's a good fight. I'm not gonna say that Figueiredo would beat fucking Henry Cejudo as much as I don't like Henry, but let me tell you something. Shit at flyweight just got a little interesting. I ain't mad at that fight. I wouldn't just give it to Henry as a wash. I'll tell you that. Look, Joey B beat Henry Cejudo.
Yeah.
Figueiredo just beat Joey B twice. Once dominatingly, very convincingly. Now, I know 2 or 3 years is a long time in MMA, but make of that what you will. I don't think that Henry Cejudo should be some massive favorite against Figueiredo. You know what I mean? No. Like, that's an all right fight. Henry needs to bring his funny ass back to the table. I don't know who the fuck he thinks he is. That's a whole different topic altogether, but he needs to wake up. There are still plenty of fights for him to take.
Nah, he's negotiating. That was that whole move was about, is negotiation. I mean, I think anyway. We'll see what it is. Otis says Holly Holm versus Aldana is postponed, dude, because Aldana tested positive for coronavirus.
Jesus fucking Christ with the Roni.
Fucking sucks. Hey, what is he? Jesse.
Jesus, is the van working or what are we doing now?
He might be choppy. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Yeah, dude, that fucking sucks. I was looking for now with the Edmund I don't know how to say his fucking last name against Shabazian, something like that, against what's his face? Jesus Christ, what's that dude's Brunson? This Brunson fight is the main event. The funny thing is how it got announced. Ronda Rousey, who's Edmund's manager, was live on Instagram with Dana White, and that's how they announced it. That's how they announced it. So you saw a lot of people going, man, fuck Ronda Rousey. She was only on there because that main event only got kicked out because she won't fight to have a main event. She's in with Dana White. Nah, dude, it's COVID. Did it. Hey, look, fair enough. COVID's giving us a couple solid ones, right? I mean, fuck. Let's see if it's another one. I like Edmund. That dude's a fucking killer.
I mean, I ain't mad at Jorge Masvidal getting Kamaru Usman.
I'm
COVID
saying.
did a thing there. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see if we ever get that rematch. I highly doubt it. We'll see. That's what Usman rematch. But yeah. What else we got? Oh, here we go. Oh, just bringing the fight announcements. Joanne Calderwood versus Jennifer Maia, August 1st. Here's a big one. Paulo Costa versus Israel Adesanya for September 19th. That is a fucking fight.
That's the one.
Look, Paulo Costa needs to take his ass to Russia, where they're not testing, where USADA is not testing anybody. Okay, go somewhere where they can't test you, motherfucker. I don't need you popping hot right before the fight and not being able to fight.
Listen,
because I really believe that guy's clean.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Well, listen, of course he ain't clean. He ain't clean as goddamn it, Ric Flair in his heyday. Get the fuck out of here. But and initially, I will say I think that I like Izzy in that fight. I like Izzy in that fight for sure. But I will say this: Costa has that fucking stopping power, and Izzy is hittable.
Yep.
He is hit. Yoel thunderstruck him in that first round. It got real fucking weird after that. But Izzy is hittable. I'm telling you, I love Anderson Silva. I love Israel Adesanya. But those fucking pricks that fight like that, shooting their fucking head around and making people miss by inches, it is real cute while they're doing it and it's going good. But as we see with Anderson Silva, you don't always land them, man. I know Izzy's young, but I had that shit as an Izzy fan. I get real fucking nervous when he's in the Matrix. And with a guy like fucking Paulo Costa, one cunt hair and he's out. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Izzy wins the fight, but Izzy has to avoid and land so many more shots than old Paula's got to. Paula's got to land one fucking good one, man. One good one, and Izzy is going to be asleep.
Yeah, I think Izzy's going to try and tire him out. We'll see how that works out. But you're right. Izzy's hittable as fuck. Izzy is one of those guys, and we're going to go into a bit of what do you call it? Wednesday night hangouts here for the next few minutes. Give Fred a little bit of time to get back. But Izzy's, like you say, he's hittable as fuck, to be honest with you guys. He's been knocked out in kickboxing before. It's number, it happens, man. Macy Kielsen against Cesaro Eubanks September 5th. Macy's going to win that one, in my opinion. Here's a fucking fight. Cyril Game versus Shamil Abdurakhimov versus September 19th. Cyril Game is a bad motherfucker. He's a bad motherfucker. All right. Overeem versus Augusto Sakai for September 5th. They're throwing out whatever they can. Guys coming up. Hendo never got the UFC belt. You were right. Yeah. Uriah Faber and Cerrone? Yeah, absolutely right. Although Cerrone's still going. Emily Whitmire versus Poliana Viana on August 29th. There you go. Let's see. Glover Teixeira versus Thiago Santos for 7-12. You know what I thought about this one? I did not know Thiago Santos was 35 years old. I thought he was 20-some years old. So I was like, hey, shout out to Glover Teixeira for taking that fucking fight. That's a fucking fight. Mateo was good. Oh, Jesus. I lost. See, whenever I move on the comments, it goes to the newest one. So I got to come back and find you guys' shit. Rebus, hey, what's up, Jose? Rebus Jits is something to talk about. She was looking nasty in that department, and the other girl with that knee bar. Goddamn, yeah. No, that's Lipsky's insane with that. I knew Joe B came back too soon after that first punch. Yeah, he came back too soon, but I mean, I was kind of hoping he was gonna, win the belt and move on. You're right, but I don't think Henry will come back unless he gets a shot at Alexander. Right? Henry wants that 145 belt, and fair enough. But the thing with that is, I don't know. I want to watch that fight. You want to watch that fight. I don't know if Dana White wants to sell that fight. You know what I mean? That's how he works with. Henry's getting fat since he just got his first girlfriend out of here. That's still funny that he said this is my first girlfriend. Like, that's either really honest or he's just trying to play it up. He's looking at Volk right now. I don't know how much money he's got, but he needs to, figure himself out and either sign a contract back on or go over to one and fight DJ again. I bet on Joe B versus Cejudo, and I thought Joe lost that fight. Yeah. Edmund is a future champ that does the truth. Like I said, who knows? Maybe COVID did us a solid. TJ versus Barral 1 and 2. Yeah. Almost every Ronda defense. Almost. Max Ortega, that was dominant and fucking ugly. I think, but the thing is, I think the difference is Max didn't finish Ortega until very end, right? I'll give it TJ versus Barral. Usman versus Woodley went all 5 rounds. Artie Evers Pettis was crazy. Hey, what's up, man? Then we got Raider. All dominant, including DJ Gucci. Right. And that was a fight no one was talking about over in one. What else we got?
What the fuck y'all talking about?
I'm just going over the comments and shit. It's talking about all the dominant performances and everything. Izzy's dope, but people are sleeping on Acosta. You know, I don't know if they're sleeping on Acosta or Acosta. I think they're I mean,
it's the hype train, and I'm here for it too. I'm on. It's hard not to be on the Izzy hype train because of what he did to Robert Whitaker.
Right.
To keep it a buck. Really, that's what we're all thriving on, because the last performance against fucking Yoel Romero was weird. Wasn't exactly Israel's fault, but you know, that was a little strange. But what he did against Robert Whitaker was truly fucking amazing, and it shows you the sort of potential that he has.
Right.
You know, so it makes sense that I don't think we're sleeping on Paul. I think people are just really fucking high on Israel.
Right. It's like, I don't even know how to explain that one exactly. It's just this, I think Costa going away for a little bit because he got injured and everything, and then, you know, being fucking weird on Twitter. That got people like that, but it's going to be a crazy fight. The Eraser's about to clear the chalkboard. Damn, they're betting on Costa. Okay.
Well, let's not get fucking crazy now, everybody. But I think he definitely, again, he's got that one-shot kill power, and that's always something you have to be very, very careful with, especially when you fight like Israel does, so loosey-goosey, hands down. I mean, it's very exciting for us to watch, but this ain't Hollywood or the WWE, man. He fucking bobs one time when he's supposed to weave in them first 2 or 3 rounds, and it is fucking curtains.
Yep. Jesse, we got you?
I think so. You got me?
Yeah. Where you at today?
I'm in a different area today. I'm in like what the hell am I? Culver City or something like that.
You betcha you are. You must be in the white people area, but you sound clear as a bell.
He's parked at someone's house. He checked their Wi-Fi.
Shh. Don't tell anybody.
Yeah, right. Paulo Costa's gonna kill the body. There you go. I appreciate the eraser's arrogance. Paulo can commit murder on Izzy. If Izzy ain't focused 100%, but I got Izzy. There you go.
I agree right there. I got Izzy, but boy, he better be uber fucking focused, man. Paulo Costa's a dangerous man, even with that fucking red lipstick and all the weirdy beardy shit he's got going on.
What is that shit about? First of all, like,
oh no, he was fucked that day. I think obviously somebody put makeup on him, and they lied to him about that red lipstick, Jack. They could have lost that,
or he could have been making out with some girl or something. I mean, you know. Happens.
Either way, he should have had a published. Somebody said, "Yo, wipe his fucking lips off, man. He about to go on live TV. He looks like a fucking porcelain doll, and not in a good way."
Yeah, that's just fucking weird. I think he fucking addressed that at some point.
Hey, let's keep it a buck though. Let's all make one thing clear. Paulo got bitches. Bet you down in Brazil, Paulo Costa got bitches. I mean, we might be making fun of his cute little red lips and shit, but that little tight ass Versace shirt he was wearing, he getting all kinds of little Cuban pussy.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. So, all right, moving on. I think a lot of people think Costa has ungodly power, but he doesn't one touch anyone. He accumulates damage on you as he pressures you, and you simply get tired and wilt under pressure. Izzy by TKO. It's a good point. Look, if you can avoid getting, you know, he doesn't. Has he ever one hit knocked out anybody? Like one hit or quitter?
I mean, I wouldn't doubt Kairos, but even if he hasn't one hit quit somebody, he's got some serious fucking power. It might take 2, 3, 4 shots, but I wouldn't say that he's an accumulative striker like that. Like his knockouts don't really come in the second, third round, do they? Like he might not be one touch knock you out, but I feel like the dude's definitely a power punch. He's what we would call a power puncher. No, like he's not a technical fucking striker.
Jesse, you have something?
No, yeah, you're right, Fred. It's not. It would be incorrect to say that he doesn't have enough pop to put somebody out. But I mean, you saw the damage he gave to Yoel Romero. You saw the damage that he does to most of his opponents. To take that for granted, you know, and say that he doesn't have one hitter quitter power. I mean, I wouldn't say that applies to Paulo Costa.
Can you pull his fucking thing up? Let's see what's happening here. Because Yoel Romero's a bad example. Of course he didn't knock out Yoel Romero. Yoel Romero's been on steroids since he's been 12 years old over in Cuba. You can't knock him out. It's impossible.
Yeah, no, let's see.
That
I'm
shit
pulling up.
don't leave you.
True. Yeah, but
Who have,
actually, I agree
but
with that.
good point though. Who has some? And I'll tell you what, I'm a victim of this as much as everybody else. Them hype trains be rolling in hard and fast, dog. I see you knock out one dude real good, I'll be on your dick. Sometimes I do gotta go back and actually look. Like, okay, so let's see here. Yoel Romero, no harm in getting that knockout. He knocked out Uriah in the second round. Uriah is a decent striker. He knocked out Johnny Hendricks in the second
That
round. Johnny
that
Hendricks
was abuse. That was fucking abuse. I remember watching that shit.
Okay, so you know what? All right, Kairos. Credit where it's due.
Yeah.
Good point. I still don't take back that he has the power, but now listen, Bamba Goose or Bomba or whatever. I remember that dude. He was like, y'all remember Bloodsport when everybody had a different style. The one dude came in, he was like fighting with the monkey style. That was kind of Bangaloose. He was fucking doing some weird capoeira shit. So TKO and that
Are you
one.
trying to say Bambose?
Bambose, yeah, whatever the fuck. I can't read all that well. My eyes are bad. And then beyond that, it was fucking, where the fuck Gareth McLellan is. So what the fuck, right? His best wins are Yoel Romero and Uriah Hall. He didn't knock out Yoel, and he didn't knock out Uriah Hall till the second round. Fair point. Maybe his power is a bit overrated. I mean, again, he clearly has power. He'd be knocking motherfuckers out. But yeah, maybe not quite that one punch Vanderlei Silva sleeping power. Maybe not.
Yeah, but Oluwale Bambose was like one of those big dudes from Jungle Fights that was like KOing dudes. He had a lot of power, a lot of potential. And Paulo Costa really kind of shut him down, and we haven't heard much from him after that fight.
You think you're real fucking cute showing me up like that, don't you, Jesus? Say his name again. Do it again. Say both of them. What'd you call him?
Oluwale Bambose.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Oluwale Bambose. You did that just to show me up.
I'm not gonna say I didn't, but whatever.
Shit. All right, here we go. Let's see what else we got. Hebus looks like she fights with two Christmas hams in the back of her shorts.
Gotta love that when that happens.
You know what? She's got a fucking personality though. Like a lot of people are drawn to her because she's fun. She's always happy. She goes, "Hello," like the way she talks and everything. People love that shit. So she got a chance to be something.
Did you guys already have the pity party for Joby?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. What do you think about that?
Oh, okay. He's the perpetual, always the bridesmaid, never the bride, right? Like
that's so accurate with him. That's so accurate with him. It's so fucking sad. Fucking hell. He was part of a fucking alpha male.
Is he still? No, right? No, he's in Las Vegas now. Yeah.
Yeah, but he was part of that whole group. Everybody won titles but him.
Fighters like him are why Bellator exists. For all of you. Like, now he's got somewhere to go and still be successful. It's kind of awesome. What the fuck? Like, you can't make it here. We got somewhere for you that's almost just as good. You'll still be on TV. You'll still get an increment of fame. The guys are just a lot easier to beat. Hell, you might even make more money. I mean, Bellator is a nice little fucking plan B.
They treat him nice too.
I would actually send Joe B down to PFL just so he could win that $1 million.
That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea.
Not saying for the disrespect. I'm saying for the money. At this point, Joe B is a guy that would probably, with $1 million in the bank, he could be like happy and retired.
Listen, fucking the dirty Corona fucked everything up. Pre-Corona though, I hear people say that PFL, $1 million. A lot of y'all ain't never met no millionaire before at the shows because y'all motherfuckers hear that M word and y'all start getting googly eyed. I think some of these guys, somebody like Joey B with a big win or two, I think he could be making $1 million a fight in Bellator. And now I do not think that Bellator would be paying him anything close to that, but they let their fighters still have endorsements. You could go on Bellator looking like a NASCAR champion. If you get fucking 50 bands, 100 bands per endorsement, and then you get 50, 100, 150 for the fight, it's not out of the realm of possibility that a relatively big who's a big star in Bellator? MVP. I think MVP probably makes $1 million a fight in Bellator. After everything's said and done, he probably makes at least 50 to 100, 150 grand, I would think, per fight from Bellator. Something like that. And then, you know, a shitload of endorsements. Who knows who he's getting endorsed by over in fucking London or the like. Like, I don't think
But
that's out of the realm of possibility at all.
but the problem, Fred, is that how many more fights does Joe B have in him? The beating he took in that last fight, he got snuffed out in the last fight against Figueiredo when he missed weight. This weight he took a beating, then he got choked out. Like there's only so many times you can punch that card before, you know, no matter how good you are, you're just not going to be as good as you used to be. And then what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? He could do what was it? Who was it? Who went over to PFL saying that they just wanted to win that mill? Like a couple guys that have been released from the UFC
Yeah.
go over there just to fill up their bank account. That's all it is, you know.
Yeah, but I think those are guys that aren't fucking marketable. Like, if you were marketable and winning fights, I think you could get the endorsements to win that sort of money in Bellator.
But then you could also be making good paychecks in the UFC, and they wouldn't be thinking about the end of you. Look at Frankie Edgar.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, listen, they all can't be California girls, though. God damn it!
Yeah, there you go. All right. God says I love Gus at heavyweight. You've seen these heavyweights too. It's going to be a test for him. Like he said that when he retired, it was this whole I was emotional. Yeah, that was bullshit. Fine, fair enough. Now you got to fight at heavyweight. You don't have to cut any more weight. In fact, he probably bulked up a little bit because for him the limit is 160, 260, 260, 265, and he's got Fabrice Verdum who just came in at 240 some shit, right? So it could be like a career resurgence for him.
Are we sure that Fabrice was 240 something? He looked pretty fat at that.
I don't remember the weight, but I remember he was over 240 for sure, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, he was huge in that last fight. I think the implication from fucking Jesus is that he was probably closer to 260, 265.
Probably.
He was fucking huge. Yeah. But I tell you what, I'm super excited for Gus at heavyweight.
Yeah.
I think it's a good move, man. I mean, let's be honest. Heavyweight's shallow as a motherfucker. 205 just got some new fucking crazy wild Eastern Bloc European kid that spin dances and fucking talk shit. Like there's all kind, heavyweight, beyond fucking DC and Stipe and obviously Francis is low key wide open. And I think that Gus will be naturally quick at heavyweight. I think that he's definitely got the power to hurt heavyweights for sure. We'll see what happens, but on paper, I think it's a pretty good fucking move, man. And plus he needs a little juice in the tank. He needs a little career resurgence here. Yeah,
this would be the move for him. What's up? Mazdak says, talk about Armin's performance against Davi Ramos, who's a competent striker and grappler. I was surprised Davi wasn't able to fucking take that dude down and keep him down. Homeboy's striking was solid as shit. Anytime Davi tried to get close, Davi ate a big old fucking shot. So, yeah, good for him. That's give him some, give him a couple more fights, and he might be a problem. Jose says, "What's your thoughts on Stipe versus DC3?" I don't know who to pick. To be honest, it's a hard pick the way the last two fights went. Well, they're 1-1, and both were TKOs at least. So it's a hard one to pick, honestly. But if you ask me, I'm going DC.
I personally don't think it's hard to pick. Now I'm a fucking moron, and I'm probably wrong. But for me, I feel like DC won every minute of both these fights except for 30 seconds in that last fight.
The body shot knockout.
That was it. Stipe, and you got to give Stipe the credit. He landed that body shot and smelt it like fucking Jaws and a goddamn broad having her period. He landed that body shot and went boom, back to it, right to the head, bam, game over. I mean, all credit where it's due. But real talk, up to that very body shot, Stipe had been getting his ass whipped for fucking, got knocked out in the first fight, and he continued taking that beating. Was it the second round or third that happened?
Yeah, that finish, and I don't remember, second round thing.
Second or third. But I'll tell you what, that first round he got his ass whipped in that second.
He got picked apart.
I do remember that. Like DC was outboxing him easily. I think that's the problem. DC was winning. I think DC just got he got too lenient. He got too carefree. He started taking him lightly. I think he thought, well, come here, Jack. I'll just motherfucking do whatever I want to you. Motherfucker, you ain't gonna do this. Jack. I'll take you down, up your face. And Stipe surprised him and stung him in the guts. But that was it, buddy. I mean, we'll see what happens, but I feel like this is DC's fight to win. Also, to be fair, I just think it makes sense. I do think DC is the best heavyweight of all time. I think he is. I think he's a better fighter. We'll find out. But if this is DC's last fight, it would seem right that he gets this win. I think he's a better fighter.
There you go. What's up? Neil says Paul is going to get washed by Izzy. No, we do not have a consensus anywhere on this one. Cosmo's not Ngannou, but he's not one to take too many shots from. Okay, yeah. I mean, you don't want to get fucking smacked a bunch, but
good point. Maybe not one shot, but about 3 or 4, Jack, and you're on fucking easy street.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, look at the fights that
this guy
that he's had. Whatchamacallit, the Cuban fighter against other people. Other people have put combos on him, and nothing happens to him. Paulo Costa was able to like slow him down early in the fight, just with the amount of damage he was able to do to him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the power that he's able to generate. You have to respect that.
Let me tell you something, man. Hindsight is a crazy thing, isn't it? Like Johnny Hendricks. Here's a guy, and I don't give a fuck what none of you GSP nut huggers say. He whipped GSP's ass that night. Here's a guy that more than likely had a win or has a win. He doesn't got it, but like more than likely beat George St. Pierre in a fight one time. I don't give a fuck
on steroids.
Nonetheless, everybody's on steroids. It happened. Now he is fallen so far off the map that I don't even think he can get a fight at the bare knuckle championship no more. Didn't he get knocked out bare knuckle the last time we seen him fighting?
Yeah.
I mean, what a crazy fall from grace. What the fight? George St. Pierre is, pretty much the greatest fighter of all time to a lot of people. He took an L to a shitbird that ain't even fighting no more. It's fucked.
Yep. Mateo says Joe B got me into training MMA. He used to come to the club I worked back in his WC days. Was always cool as fuck. Watching him losing his title fights was just heartbreaking.
Yeah, he seems like a really nice.
I mean, up until like fucking fight week, I thought everyone liked Joe B, and then he must have said something, and people were like, "Fuck him! I hope he loses and shit." They were all happy, dude. It was fucked. They went to Megan O'Leary's fucking Instagram, started saying she needs a new man. It's like Deiveson took his girl too. I was like, damn, y'all heartless. That's some heartless shit. I don't care what Joe B said. That's fucked up.
That's how you know you winning though. When your bitch is so bad that people can't wait to hate on you. Oh, that's why he probably fucked your bitch too. Shut up, old hating ass motherfucker. I might have got knocked out, but she's still stuck in my dick tonight. How y'all love that?
There you go. Correct. Joe B will kill with endorsements in Bellator, 100%.
Oh, for sure.
What else we got? It was Rory McDonald that went to PFL.
Yeah, that was wild to me. That was wild to me. But I don't think Rory's getting endorsements like that. Even when he went to Bellator, man, he ain't that guy really. Rory's a fucking weird dude. So maybe PFL was a better fit for him because I don't think he's getting no major endorsement deal. He's not very charismatic, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, he's pretty quiet. Didn't he go to PFL then Bellator? Right. That's the jump he did.
Is that what happened? Did he go with the PFL? I thought he went Bellator then. Where
that's what I thought.
Now he's in the PFL now. Yeah, now he went to Bellator then the PFL.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was when he jumped to Bellator, it was a big talk about UFC losing free agents to Bellator. Like, Bellator's finally gonna catch up, and I kept telling people that's the dumbest shit ever. They're never catching up ever. You can forget about it as long as they're doing the pussyfoot shit that they're doing. There's no way they're catching up. And look what happened to him.
Listen, let's keep it a fucking buck. When fucking Rory came out and started in with that Jesus shit, talking about he might have lost it, and the Lord's talked to him, and he doesn't got it. We all were like, barrel. Like, all right, bro. The only reason we really tuned in is because you was kind of a savage. If you lost that part of it, you ain't no Conor McGregor. Fuck you.
Exactly. No, and that was it for him. As soon as look, I'm not saying religion is awful because some people really need it. It's done good for a lot of people, sure. But if you're a fighter with the mindset of a Rory McDonald calling himself the Red King, and you're fucked up fighting, Robbie Lawler, and you guys do the face off in the fourth round or the end of the fourth round, where you're all fucked up and bloody, or in the third round, whenever that was in that fight, like you go the other way, where you're not thinking dark thoughts anymore, like your boy GSP. Like, you lose something in that translation. If you weren't already GCC when you started, it's gonna be hard to keep up all your fighting. I think it's a hard transition.
Things got a little after that.
Yeah, I mean, it's
especially because he said he didn't want to hurt anybody. You're in the hurt business,
that's a problem,
right? You can't be in the hurt business and not expect to walk out of there and like, we're all good. We just grappled a little bit. No, like, you guys are fighting. You're trying to hurt the other person. You can't have that mentality coming out of that.
Yeah, that's the name of the game. Jack Emerson with the heel hook finish, dude, taking out fucking or tapping god damn it, Kelvin Gastelum like that. First of all, Kelvin Gastelum.
Eddie, what happened, bro?
Shut the fuck up.
You're better. You're better than that. You're better than that, Eddie.
I'll say this: I train with enough leg lockers. Like, I have a decent chance against a leg locker. Maybe not a high level one, but like, shut the fuck up. Anyway, what the fuck was with the hair? Anyway, that was some weirdo shit. What's up?
Let me ask you this. When something like this happens, it's very interesting to me, right? Because a couple things are at play here, okay? A, I think we all know that Kelvin is better than that. Or at least knows how to defend better than that, right? So for me, the major question becomes, is fucking Hermanson that good? Or did Kelvin fuck up and have an off night? Was Kelvin up fucking whores the night before? Is he arguing with his old lady? Did he not train? Does his great auntie have the COVID? Did he make a mistake? Or is Jack Hermanson just that fucking dude and he's letting us know what time it is? Because that one of those things have to be it, because that was strange, dog. I thought, maybe Jack wins, but not like that. That was some motherfucking old school who smear Paul Harris shit, Jack. Like, yo, Kelvin knows his way around on the ground, and for him to get snapped out that fast with a leg lock, a heel hook.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Now, that's the thing. A heel hook is one of the things you get caught with pretty fucking it's like the best leg lockers in my opinion. Not the best, but leg lock is one of those things you can get caught in it, right? Like, you got to keep an eye out for that shit and stay away from the whole situation. Like, they always talk about the best way to not tap to an arm bar, so not get caught in one. It's the same thing with a heel hook. Best way to not tap to a heel hook is don't get caught in a heel hook. That shit's hard. So when I watched it and when I was watching it live, whatever, on TV, I thought he got caught, because I was like, "There's no way, Kelvin." I mean, not to saying that Jack can't catch him with a heel hook, because he did, but I was like, "There's no way Kelvin didn't think that was a possibility. That's not possible." He trains. He's a 10th Planet guy. Like, he trains with those dudes. He's good on the ground. He's pretty fucking good on the feet. He's even better. But I just thought he got caught. That being said, all credit to Jack. All credit to Jack. That was a slick ass fucking finish.
Fair enough.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Eddie. He tried to defend it the correct way. It was just way too late by the time he reacted to the defense. Correct?
What do you mean?
Like, once he got caught, like, it was way too deep by the time like he tried to roll. So it was way too late for him to defend. Right.
If I remember correctly, that they were right next to the cage. You need room to roll, right? To roll against the fucking crank. Not against. You got to roll with the crank. That way you don't fucking tap and buy yourself time to slip your foot out. I thought he ran out of fucking. He ran out of room and had to tap it. Dude, that's not one of those fucking submissions that you want to tough out. I've tapped early to heel hooks. Fuck all of that. I'm not playing with that shit. You could blow your knee up. It's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, I think he just ran out of room. What else we got? MMA guy says, since Rory found God, he's been trashed. He needs to go back to the dark side. That's a hard one, to leave the light and go back to the dark, in a way, in a manner of speaking. Mateo said, Joe lost the battle on the cage, but won the war outside with Megan at his side. Okay, talk about a ride or die. Y'all saw that picture of her cage side, had her microphone still hooked under her shirt and all that, and he had just gotten lost this fight. And she was right there. That's a ride or die, ladies and gentlemen. Get you a Megan O'Leary, not necessarily in looks, but get you a Megan O'Leary overall, like that.
Yes.
Looks
you're right.
I know.
But to be fair, stank asshole, if you my woman and I just took an L, you better have your bitch ass cage side.
Yeah.
For a moment. Like, you better not be over there interviewing fucking Edward or his team or fucking D. Get the fuck over here for a minute. I'm fucked. It's had a bad thing. At least, come fucking then go do your job. But you better be over here, or you'll be fucking sleeping in the doghouse with Rufus.
Shit, I'm telling you. Sean says, Eddie, on your Twitter, people were saying Joby crossed the line. He didn't cross the line. People were just oversensitive herbivores. Fucking, okay, that reminded me. Apparently, Joe B was on an interview. He was talking about he wants to cause Figueiredo like brain damage and a bunch of this shit. And it's just like,
good.
First of all, this is a fight game.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all about to make me use the F word. I ain't gonna use it, but y'all acting like a whole bunch of fucking F words out there. God damn. Oh, he said he was gonna kill me. He wants to cause brain damage. I'm so sick and tired. Frank Mir threatened to kill Brock Lesnar a month of Sundays ago. I mean, we fucking get it, for fuck's sake. Does anybody think that Joey B? And I know he said that he really wanted to hurt him, but do we all think that he really wanted to fucking hurt the fucking guy, or did he just want to win the fight real bad and get the goddamn belt? Like, shut the fuck up. I get so tired. Well, he said he wanted to kill him. Shut up, man. They fucking all say that. They're fucking savages. For fuck's sake.
Again, it's the fight game, man. Let's see. King Mo said that as well. It doesn't want to hurt guys. Some fighters in the 30s are just different. I think it's just different. People are different.
Deontay Wilder says it before every fight. And then he emphasizes, no, I'm for real. I want to catch a body. And of course, he doesn't actually want to catch a body. It's the fight game. He's supposed to be the scariest man on earth. This is what they do, man. Like, this is so stupid. Every time one fighter says this, and everybody gets their little fucking panties a lot. He said he wanted to cause him brain damage. That's so rude. Shut the fuck up and go watch baseball.
Not everybody.
Didn't Tyson said he was going to eat someone's kid?
Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
Oh, Mike Tyson.
Oh, Mike Tyson went off.
Mike Tyson is the absolute best. He was trying to fuck people in the ass, eat their kids. Mike Tyson was fucking wild.
I'm making my bitch.
And then he bit him up. He wasn't playing.
That's how you know he was for real. He bit that dude's ear off. Oh, fuck. And now they want to fight again. Like, hey, man, first of all, yeah, I'll watch that shit, but come on now. Jack Emerson will never be champ. You heard it here first, folks. I agree with you. I agree, honestly, but we'll see. We'll see. Give me one more good fight out of Hermanson, and then we'll talk.
Yeah. It's a little early.
Screenshot that.
Yeah.
What? Screenshot the comment?
Screenshot that.
Run that fight again. It would have ended like that. Kelvin too good for that shit. Like I said, I believe he got caught. We'll see, but I believe he got caught. I always tap early to heel hooks because the risk is too great. I'm telling you, I'm not about to walk around with my fucking knee blown. Honestly, if sometimes I'll roll with like my main training partners are we're all heavyweights, so most of us aren't really heel hook guys. When I roll with it with like the lighter weight comp guys, those guys are heel hook motherfuckers, and I'll tell them if you get to heel hook position, do not crank it. Just let me know. I got nowhere else to go if I don't see it. Most of the time I'll see it and I'll tap because I am not blowing my knee for this shit. I'm just training here. What else we got? I need that Mike Perry corner girl type of chick. To be fair, she's 1-0. So maybe 2-0 depending on that fight that he got into at the fucking restaurant. Let's see what I see. Tyson said a lot of things. Said he wanted to eat Lewis's children. Like I said, Tyson's fucking crazy. All right, Let's talk about this weekend's card. And as I'll pull it up on here again, it's another what do they call it? Fight Island card. And I think they're coming back to good old Vegas. All right, so I counted up right now, and I couldn't believe it, so I counted it again, and I looked it up. They actually wrote an article on it. 15 fights.
Holy
15 fights on this card, ladies and gentlemen. You have an entire day of MMA. Don't even play. This shit is going to be fucking pack a lunch, pack a dinner, pack all your shit, because it's going to be a good one. Some of the names on the prelim card, of course, Nathan Woods on there against John Castaneda in the first fight of the night. Okay. Betch Correa's back. Okay.
Hey-o.
Against Penny King.
Butterface.
Right. But she's got a winnable fight, in my opinion.
But by the way, real quick, Castaneda was an interesting dude that has been really, really interesting to watch his evolution over at Combates. Yeah. He tried out for Dana White's Contender Series and he lost a decision. No, he won a decision, but he still didn't get a contract. That's what happened.
Well, because he won a decision. That dude's trying to fucking sign.
Oh, yeah.
Neil says, who has the best booty in MMA? I think Karate Hottie's underrated. Oh, man.
She is.
I'm old school with it, but I like Tracy Cortez. Go look at her Instagram. And Valerie Loretta. Look at her. And Rachel Ostovich.
Got a good one.
Those three right there.
Here we go. We're devolving into Cro-Magnons over here. Anyway.
We're all guys. All right.
The ones that aren't. The girls.
But yeah. Betch got that Brazilian booty.
That's fact, Jack.
I'm telling you. Like I said, butt her face. All right. Next up, Tanner Bozer against Rafael Pessoa is that guy that looks like Museman. My boy Brando. You guys know on Twitter. He looks just like him. Then what else we got on here? Names that we all reckon. Francisco Trinaldo still fucking doing it at 41 years old against Jai Herbert. Francisco just collecting checks at this point. Do your thing, bro.
You gonna get that money though.
Yep. Kazma is
and somehow he makes weight every single time. That big old body. I don't know how he makes weight.
Some people are just genetic freaks. Valerie got the best booty. Look, man, you can find her on TikTok, Instagram. She's all over the place. All right, this Kazmat Chimaev guy is fucking dope. He had that crazy win this not last card, but the card before, I think, or was it 251? I'm not sure, but he's back already against Riz McKee, who I think was a Cage Warriors guy, if I'm not mistaken. Then Cowboy Oliveira back against Peter Sabota. Again, 15 fights, and I expect at least 2 to fall out, maybe 3, just for the fact that COVID.
Hey, that's a good ass fight though. Peter Sabata and Alex Oliveira.
Great
really
fight.
Good fight.
Yeah, Paul Craig against Ghazi Murad Antigulov. That's a solid fight. Carlos Esparza coming in to give us all a bathroom break against Marina Rodriguez, and a bathroom break meaning this fight's going 3 rounds
for sure.
Of just Then the fight everyone's waiting for Fabricio Verdum against Alexander Gustafsson. Does Gus have enough to be a heavyweight? We'll find out. And will what's his face? Verdum come back in shape and see if we can pull off a win here. Then Shogun and Little Nog are still fucking doing this shit.
I thought my eyes were deceiving me.
No. This is the fight. It's got to be the last one.
Shogun and Diet Nog are fighting in 2020. They do know that there's a virus killing old people going around, right? Listen, I've been all 4 of these fights, but I'm telling you right now, these 2 old cocksuckers don't need to be on this card, especially Little Nog. Big Nog can't barely see. His back's all fucked up. They should not be doing this. This is fucking dangerous for them.
What
44? Holy shit. I was partly exaggerating. God damn. Little Nog is old as fuck. 44. What the fuck?
His older brother's already his big brother, Big Nog's already retired. And as he should be. How the fuck is Dana White not catching COVID? I just thought about that right now. How does that dude fucking avoid it?
He's a billionaire,
That's fucking
billionaires
crazy.
Don't catch it. How many billionaires have died from COVID? Ask yourself that.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, here,
fucking none.
Fucking none.
Yeah.
I ain't no conspiracy guy, but
we got the booty talk. Mateo says Misha had a great one, right? Alejandro Lara.
She had a fucking horn on her that bothered me. That nose.
Misha?
Yeah.
Well, you got to punch the hell.
Yeah, well, listen, I don't like those big Jew noses. They bother me.
I think she fixed it though.
I bet she did.
She had surgery.
She fixed her tits too. Yeah. That's another thing that bothers me when hoes just start fixing everything.
Who you got in the Esparza fight? The beer company. That's what I got. Whoever the beer company, whatever beer you guys bought, your fridge, fucking pizza guy.
I'll keep it a buck. I don't know the lady she's fighting, but her. I want to see Esparza lose. I'm tired of seeing her get main card spots. She don't impress me much.
Dude, to me, Esparza being on the Ultimate Fighter was the worst move ever because you got to know her and it turns out she kind of fucking sucks. Just as a person, honestly. Look, and I'm just going off what I saw. And again, I know it's editing and all this shit. But after that, all the other drama bullshit, you're just like, okay, so they weren't far off in the fact that you're a fucking drama case. Just relax. All right. Then they got the cure to COVID, like Magic has it to HIV. The money. Look, man, even what?
Dana probably done called COVID like 9 times. He just got a little shot. They shoot him up. I got it again, Jake. Give me the shit.
He already has.
Hey, cure him up real quick. He got to keep this fucking multi-billion-dollar business booming.
Shit. If Rogan's fake comedian friend can get just a bunch of fucking vitamins shoved right into his dick to get himself fucking good to go on a 25-mile bike ride, Dana White can get a shot to fix it in a day.
For sure.
So, all right. I
guess
moving on. What's up?
Too bad there's nothing you can take to be funny.
Bro.
Damn.
Dana White and what's that dude's name? Ari Emanuel. Them motherfuckers got so much money, they could sacrifice virgin kids on an island and take all their blood and pump it into them if they wanted to. Like, hey, let me tell you something. COVID ain't killing Dana White. Them motherfuckers got too much money to die from something like that.
Shit. I'm trying to fit a quick nap during the Esparza fight. Damn, we're getting kind of disrespectful. I actually met Esparza and she was cool. She's on the show. I'm not saying she's not cool. I'm just saying that going on the show was a fucking awful idea.
It didn't do her any favors.
This would be a great time to be watching the fight with your girlfriend.
Exactly.
You know, maybe a little headshot, even a little handy. I'll take a handy. You know, if your mouth don't work, just play with it for a minute. You know,
3 rounds. Hey, you got to guarantee 3 rounds.
Minutes.
Ain't no one getting finished. Ain't nobody getting finished in that fight.
15-minute hand job. I'll take it.
Yeah. All right. Main event: Robert Whittaker against Darren Till. Bobby Knuckles needing a win to keep him not relevant, but to keep himself out of what do we call it? Fucking not fucking hell, doorman.
Status.
Thank you, gatekeeper status.
I called him the doorman.
I said doorman.
That's what we're gonna call these motherfuckers now, the doorman.
The doorman. There you go. Against Darren Till, who finally is this a debut at 185 or did I miss something?
Yeah, you missed him whooping Kelvin, right? Gaslam.
Oh, right. He beat Gaslam by decision, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, all right. For a second fight at 185, taking on a former champion. This is a big fight for him to split decision. He won a split against Kelvin. Okay. Anyway, he wins this fight. He's in there as a contender, in my opinion. Especially if he wins it impressively, then he's probably in the short list of contenders for Izzy after Costa, or for Costa after Izzy, depending on how that fight fucking goes. So, I'm gonna go ahead and make my pick. I'm gonna go Robert Whittaker on this one. Who are you picking, Fred?
Now, I very well could be in the minority.
No shit.
I know. I imagine that. Matter of fact, I know I am, at least because of the ilk in which I believe this. I think Darren Till is going to beat the shit out of Robert Whittaker.
No shit.
I don't know why, man, but I've never been that impressed with Robert Whittaker. Barring the 2 fucking Yoel Romero performances, which obviously anybody who could do that to Yoel is impressive.
Yep.
And then he's got the Jacare win. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want to be a cunt. Robert Whittaker's looked good, but something about it, like I knew Izzy was going to do that to him. And I kind of feel like, look, I think Darren Till is going to be a bigger, longer, lankier, rangier, better striker. And that can't work out well for Robert Whittaker. Like, I just feel like Darren Till is going to piece him up. Now, could Robert Whittaker pull a Jorge Masvidal and get in close and thunderstrike Darren Till? Maybe. But I just don't think it's going to happen. I think Darren Till is going to fucking pick Robert Whittaker apart from distance and eventually knock him out in the 3rd, 4th round.
Yep. Oh, shit. Hold up. I don't know if you guys have looked at Gilbert Burns' Twitter, and I guess this was from way earlier today. Let's put up a picture of Ali Abdelaziz in a neck brace. Did something happen with that dude?
Who the fuck knows? Ali Abdelaziz is fucking involved in more goddamn scandals than Paris Hilton in the 90s. It's fucked. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that damn dude.
What the fuck happened to that guy?
Now he's in a fucking neck brace. It's probably a fucking insurance scam or the like.
With that kind of guy, the kind of guy that always, like the kind of guy that he is like
sneaky type prick, right? Always into some sort of, somebody's always if some different sort of person is always accusing you of being a scumbag, eventually, process of elimination, bro, you might just be a fucking scumbag.
Yeah. Fuck, wait a minute. Hernia? This is hernia?
Yeah, listen, I got a hernia one time trying to pick up a house when I was in 3rd grade thinking I was Superman. Yeah,
but the neck brace for a hernia?
Yeah, that don't make no sense. They had to cut one of my balls.
That's fucking weird. All right. Yeah, so there you go. Jesse, who are you picking?
It's tough, but I gotta go with Robert Whittaker. I think the former champ has a lot to prove here, and I think he wants to get back on the winning end here. And honestly, the way Fred has said it, I'm not impressed with Darren Till. I think he's overhyped. Honestly, he hasn't really shown me too much, and he had trouble putting away Kelvin. Even though Kelvin's a tough guy, I think he'll have even more trouble against Robert Whittaker here.
Right. MDP, what's up, man? I'm embarrassed to say I didn't watch the season of Tough. First of all, don't be embarrassed that you didn't watch Tough. Don't ever be embarrassed you didn't watch Tough. That shit got old. Now it's coming back now. We're also off-putting about Esparza, and Steve hits it right on the mat, right on the head. Off-putting is she's friends with Elise Herrig. That's kind of it. It's kind of it.
them two together were annoying on the show.
Oh
for
god,
sure.
that was terrible. Oh shit, that's a good point. MMA guy says Rob does terrible against strikers, KO by Izzy and Wonder Boy. That's a good point.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Wonder Boy thing too.
And-
yeah, that. I guess that's the vibe. That's my thing, man. I feel like Till's
Yeah.
going to destroy him, man. Kind of.
Man, he got me fucking questioning my fucking pick. This fight is 50-50. I had visions of both dudes getting knocked out. Yeah, I mean, look, it could happen. Who knows? When they made friendship bracelets on Tough, I wanted to puke.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was fucked.
Oh man, I honestly barely watched it. Not gonna lie. So don't be embarrassed. Just like homeboy Unbroken said. Promotion don't. Yeah, MVP don't be embarrassed, man. I watched Zero Tough. I stopped watching it because it was the same shit over and over again. And honestly, I think the Till versus Witt fight will be boring. Hopefully not. It's a main event. What's up, Jeremiah? He says, I'll be interviewing Chris Lights Out Lido Sunday night at 8. All right. If y'all don't follow this man on Twitter, follow him on Twitter. And fucking why that's Chris Lido, man. That's always a good get.
That'll be a good fucking interview. Oh, for sure.
Fuck yeah. All right. Anything else you guys want to touch on before we get out of here? Oh wait, no.
What else?
Oh, Khabib.
What else?
Khabib,
Did anything happen?
Khabib paid tribute to his dad with a Quran passage on a Quran passage on Instagram. That still sucks, man. That dude was like really, you know what I mean, like really close to his dad, so that fucking sucked.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Just quickly before we wrap up, then on that note, first off, rest in peace to I don't want to butcher the man's name. I won't be able to say it, but Habib's dad. Obviously, that's very sad. But just pertaining to our show and our little bit of opinion on this situation, it's a fact that he's going to fight this year, right? They have said that he is going to fight Gaethje this year, right?
I think they're talking September, November,
definitely this year, right? Definitely this year.
That's what they were saying, yeah.
Right. How do you guys think this affects his performance in his next fight? That's the big question. Is this going to matter? Will it matter a lot? Like how is, because this wasn't a random training partner, dog. This was the big one. And he's someone who's very close to his dad. His dad's been very instrumental in his whole fight game. And Gaethje's he's not a walk in the park. This is not an easy fight for Khabib by any stretch. What do you guys think about this? How do you think it'll affect Khabib going into that fight?
I'll give you the probably the most cliche shit ever. It could either help him by making him inspire him, making him more angry. I don't know, some shit like that, or it could deflate him. Like, but that's like what everyone's probably fucking saying at this point because I haven't thought about it at all.
Right.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's cute. That's cute. And that was a slither worthy of a fucking snake, Eddie. Now I'm going to ask you to jump off the fucking fence and tell me what happened. Does he come in and destroy because of it, or does he let it eat him alive?
I'm gonna say he's gonna go Jordan when like Michael Jordan when he came back in what year was it? When he came back after he got retired after 1 year, won the title, and then went to the locker room and cried his ass off. Habib's gonna come back, maul somebody, and then fucking just dedicate it to his dad.
I agree with that. I'm not the biggest Khabib fan as I'm a Conor fan, but I think you're right. I think he is going to come out. I think that Justin's chances to win the fight were slim anyways. I think that was one of those fights where it's probably 75-25 Khabib. Khabib could get caught, but now at this, I think it's like 85-15, 90. Like Khabib is going to come out a fucking animal. Like if Justin wins, he needs to sleep him early. Because if Khabib can get just 5 minutes of grappling Justin, I don't think he'll have enough stink on his punch in the second round to do it. He's got enough punch in that first round to knock out anybody. But if Khabib can grab him that first round, he is going to be so adrenaline fucking pumped and packed. Like he is going to put the fucking work to Justin in that first round if he can get a hold of him. I'm not saying he'll submit him, but he is going to fucking ragdoll him. And I know that Justin's a good grappler, but there's levels to this. And I think with Khabib's motivation and shit, if he gets his paws on him in that first round, that fucking fight's over, Jack.
Yep. Exactly. What do you think, Jesse? What do you think is going to happen?
I think you guys are correct. I think Khabib is going to come out. He's going to be aggressive, and I think Justin is going to KO him very easily because of that aggression. So I say the chances of Justin winning this fight just went up due to the emotion that Khabib is going to carry into this fight.
Now, ordinarily, Jesus, you are a moron, and on this time,
Mhm.
I do disagree with you. But all bullshit aside, you're absolutely right. If I'm not right and he doesn't come out and grab a hold of him, yeah, he'll come out aggressive. He'll get careless, and fucking Gaethje will sleep him and knock him completely the fuck out. Because that's, you know, if Gaethje's on his shit and he's really laser focused, and Habib's not, and Habib gets sloppy. Yeah, I could see that happening. I could see that happening.
The thing too, though, I don't think it should affect him too much because he's already fought without his father in his corner, so he already has the experience of not having his dad there, right? So at least that won't be the focal point for him of like, this will be my first fight without him in my corner, none of that stuff. But if he gets too emotional, he starts not getting those takedowns or anything else like that happens, then it could all fall apart for him, and he can, get a little too careless there.
To be fair, him not being in the corner and him not being on the fucking planet are kind of different things.
Way different.
But I slightly see your point, though.
Yeah. All right. Don't forget, and I'm sure in the comments already talking about it, but there's bare knuckle fighting on Friday night, which I think is what Jeremiah is talking to Chris Lido because he commentates. So you got bare knuckle fighting on Friday, LFA on Friday, Bellator on Friday, and then you have UFC on Saturday. Whole 2 fucking days packed with enough face punching to fucking last you till the next fucking UFC event.
Where's Bellator doing their shit at?
Oh, that's a good question. They normally do it in Connecticut.
Don't they always do it in Uncasville or something like that?
I don't know. That's a good question. I have no idea.
I wonder where the event for Bellator. I'm just curious. Obviously, post COVID, with the UFC's pulled a lot of strings to get their shit going. I wonder where Bellator is going. One of the Indian reservations, Jack.
Let's see. I'm trying to pull up. I know it's that the Pettis versus I think Bandejas fight. I think it's what it is. There it is. Mohegan Sun Arena in Connecticut, as usual.
Hell no, why was I about to joke and say that? The old Mohegan Sun. There they are, boy. Really was.
You gotta hit the You gotta hit the casinos, man. That's what it is. All right. I think you guys want to hit before we get out of here.
I never absolutely up, baby.
All right. If you're a sports fan, everything's coming back now. NBA kicked off their what do they call it? Their scrimmages today. I know MLB's kicking off in a few hours here, and actually a couple of days. I think I don't 100% know, but I know they're coming back. So new normal, if you want to call it that. But we're getting some sports back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. A lot of fun as always. MMA guys, appreciate you tuning in. Neil, the security, Mateo's here. Steve from MMA Inc. was here. Unbroken was here. What we got? Jeremiah, the Hardcore MMA show. Don't forget to catch Mr. Chris Lytle on his show on Friday night. Or fuck me, was that tomorrow night? Tomorrow night, right, Jeremiah? Adam Woods, what's up? Got his own show as well. Make sure you check that out. What else we got?
According to Woods.
According to Woods, we had him on the show a few times already. Sean Tracy. Appreciate you tuning in, my friend. I know Raider was here earlier. Otis, appreciate you and your fight announcements. I always forget to check those. I know Daniel Rodriguez was here a while ago, Daniel, but he's been calling. Mazdak, appreciate the comment on the one fellow who beat the shit out of Davy Ramos. Kairos, as always, appreciate you tuning in, man. Everyone that tuned in, appreciate the fuck out of all you guys. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like, share it with people. Appreciate if you guys do that. We're on iTunes, fucking Spotify, fucking iHeart, TuneIn. We're everywhere. So if you just want to hear some audio of the show, hit it on there. All right. Shout out to, of course, our sponsor, SpicySports.com, RipTheWarriors.com. And, of course, you guys can follow us on our normal medias, KeyboardWarsMMA.com to go right to the YouTube page. Jesse's at What1983. Kirby is at Kirby_MMA. And I'm at Eli32. We'll catch you guys next week for another Keyboard Warriors Live. So for myself, Mr. Kirby, and Mr. Rakaba, good night, and good night, Wilshire.